JB's gonna interact with real life in-person humans. It's a really big day. And the other reason it's a big day is because I had to put on new boots. Are you laughing at me? They're laughing at my new boots. Hey y'all, good morning. It is a beautiful, beautiful start to this day. The horses are having breakfast. I'm walking over here to check on everyone else. We have guests coming. That's right, I said guests. JB's gonna interact with real life in-person humans. It's a really big day. And the other reason it's a big day is because I had to put on new boots. Are you laughing at me? They're laughing at my new boots. Listen, I love my other boots. Love them so much that I actually got teary-eyed that I had to switch to new ones. Boots around here last me about a year, but the soles wear out before the tops do. And it kind of got me thinking like, kind of relative to real life. Good morning, babies. That's right. Sometimes our soles wear out before the rest of us do. And I am oddly relating to that today. Let's say hey to our babies. Hi, sweeties. It's kind of a yucky pasture day, huh? It's gonna get worse before it gets better, sadly. So you better embrace this morning sunshine. Bevy, were you talking, Ivy? Or was that you talking, Bevy? It was? Who's making fun of Mama's new boots? So, truth be told, that when I have worn my boots the last couple of weeks, that I can't walk the next day. And I finally had to come to grips with the fact that the soles are worn out. There's no more support whatsoever, and that I'm no spring chicken, and that I still need support also. And ironically relatable statement. Lester yelled at me yesterday when he saw me put those boots back on and walk outside. He goes, "Get those off right now." I'm like, "They're the only ones that I have." He goes, "There are boots in your closet, Jamie." There are boots in my closet, but these are my nice boots. Doesn't matter though. Doesn't matter what they're supposed to be for. I really can't handle being debilitated another day. What do y'all... Wait a minute. You're not the mama. You're not the mama. How come you have 3 babies today, Walter? Those your brothers? Excuse me, sir. Your tat. Okay, we're gonna be okay here. Why are you running, T? So the soles of my boots have worn out, and the tops are just like the most comfortable thing ever. Ever. But it is time to hang them up, I guess. And I do believe that we saw a pair of bronzed boots at the flea market or at the in Round Top. And I think that I'm going to do that to my own boots and make a planter out of them because I love them so much. They're so iconic. They're the 3rd pair of boots of that style that I've had. The exact same ones, just reorder. And they fit nicely. They break in great. They last about a year. You got to think I wear them every day for hours and hours and hours and hours and don't really switch shoes very much. So a year is a good amount of time. They're about $89, which is expensive for a pair of shoes, but you know, I have to wear boots out on the farm. I can't be a flip-flop farmer, ladies. Somebody will step on my toes and take them out. Yes, they will. But it is like a hard thing to come to grips with. And that sounds so silly to be so sad about a pair of boots. But you think about like all of the things that happen in those boots. There were babies born in those boots. There were babies who passed in those boots. I'm an emotional day. Like, thanks for making that gross, Stella. Thank you. There are babies that we tried to save that I couldn't during that time. Pastures walked. Oh my gosh, the pastures that I have walked in those boots. And the amount of miles on them. I wish that they had their own pedometer. Hey, bearded lady. You're looking mighty pretty this morning. It's really weird to sit here and say, like, I'll walk up here and I'll show you those boots. It's really weird to walk here and say and be like, it's emotional to talk about a pair of boots. But it's what we did in those boots. We gardened the heck out of those boots. Those boots were here whenever Dixie took her last breath. Those boots were here to help move the horses both here and there. Those boots have lunged horses, have taken walks with horses that were some of the most emotional walks. Those boots rescued dogs, many of them. I can't believe I'm showing you my messy garage. These boots that I still put on this morning and in the middle of the night to go check the horses and that are still wet from them. Are so broken down and tired. I haven't saved any of the other ones, but I feel like this last year, the last 365 days, have been the biggest roller coaster of things. Everything from Dixie to getting Rita to getting Storm to getting kicked in the face by Rita, almost losing my life, losing Mr. Huck. There were big wins with getting Sadie and, of course, Stella. And maybe it was about a year and a half now that I'm thinking about it. Finding the JL Ranch property. Going through the hardest drought that I've ever experienced. Just a roller coaster of things. And as I reflect on one of the common themes in all of that, it's those silly boots. And in a weird way, like, switching to these has really made me emotional. It's not because I care what they look like or because I want to be fancy or anything like that. It's a sign of time passing. It's a collection of memories, a collection of journeys. And it makes me think of all the boots. That sounds so silly. It makes me think of all the boots that I've gone through that I never would have ever thought that I would have slid my feet into. Outside of a weekend in Nashville a year, I didn't really have a need for boots. And now I know the difference between dress boots and work boots, which is also crazy. Don't worry, these are still the work style. They just had some fancy bling in them, you know, just in case you got seen in public. It's funny how something so simple can strike you. But we move on. And I do think that I will save those boots and keep those memories close. And I hope I've not made you think that I am the strangest person in the world. Maybe you too have a pair of boots or a jacket or something that is a thing that has become part of you. Maybe you don't. I know a lot of people that don't have ties or connections to anything. Lester's one of them. There's not one thing that he can hold or pick up or touch that strikes memories in that way. But I do. And today is definitely one of those days. All right, y'all. I got to pull my act together and get to work. I love you.